High Rise is a movie directed by Ben Wheatley and starring Tom Hiddleston, Sienna and Luke Evans, and it is based on a novel of the same name by Ballard released in 1975. I have not read the novel, so I came completely blind into this movie. All I knew was the basic premise. A really gigantic apartment building, which is basically a metaphor for society. The rich live on top, the poor live in the bottom. And one day everything starts going to shit, and there is pure chaos and mayhem as society crumbles. That's an interesting concept, and I have to say, this movie was definitely hypnotic to watch. I was watching it unfold and I was captivated by what was on screen. It was really intriguing and I was loving the art direction. The sets, the cinematography, they are top notch, some of the best ones of this year so far. And the acting is great as well. Tom Hiddleston is very charming and charismatic. There is also Jeremy Irons, who plays the architect of the building, who has some pretty good scenes in there. Sienna is really sexy in the movie, and in my opinion, the real show stealer and a real surprise was Luke Evans. Fuck yeah, he was great. I've seen him basically only in the Hobbit movies, maybe another one, I don't remember quite well which one. But he was great in this movie. Every single scene he was in, you were just watching him going, wow, he actually became that character. And the rest of the cast is pretty good as well. There was also James Purefoy. I was like, yeah, it's been a while, man. Since Solomon Kane, I haven't seen him, so that was pretty good. The movie itself has a really interesting and well-developed story, but the real problem is with the direction. The second half of the movie, it's weird, but not in the content, because that's pretty hard to explain. The content of the story is very interesting in the second half, but how it is edited and how everything unfolds, it's a little bit sloppy, especially compared to the first half, which was almost excellent in my opinion, because it kinda ruined the rest of the movie for me, but I decided to take one day off before reviewing it, just so that I could have a clearer picture of it after thinking about it, and overall it's a very well done movie, and I was actually kind of surprised. There are some songs in there are especially covers of ABBA songs, some of them fit, some of them don't. It took me out of the movie in the second half of it, which really ruined everything for me. But honestly, after I've thought about it, I have to say I recommend you watch this movie. It's very interesting and I think it's relatively for everyone. I mean, there is nudity, quite a lot of nudity, but not that much violence, except for one surprisingly gory scene right at the beginning of the movie. In the first 10 minutes there is a really brutal scene, but if you can stand that, don't worry, the rest of the movie is pretty much bloodless, more or less. In the end, go watch this movie. It has an interesting story, it has some really good acting, especially from Luke Evans, and it looks amazing. But the second half is pretty weird in how it's done. But I have to say, after watching this movie, I really want to read the novel now, because I've heard that it takes a bigger focus on the violent aspect of the society crumbling, instead of the more orgy vibe that this movie had. I didn't mind that, but I would have liked, which is weird to say it, but I would like to see more violence in the movie, because, I mean, it's just rich people are doing orgies and having sex all day. That's it. I wanted to see more graphic, violent things, which is still very weird to say, but yeah, go check out High Rise. But still, guys, have you seen High Rise? Do you want to see it? Have you read the novel? Tell me in the comments below. Thanks as always for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.